Good morning, good morning. Hopefully we stay connected today. I don't know what's going on with the Facebook app, but good morning to those on the West Coast. Good afternoon to those on the East Coast. I'm a couple minutes late, but I am caffeinated. I am here, and so is Poe. And we all wanted to wish you guys a happy National Teddy Bear Day. I don't know if you're aware of this, but today is National Teddy Bear Day, and I have a couple of my friends. You guys have met Joey before. He's my little guy that came from Joseph City in Arizona during my bike ride. And then I also have Fred, my little Marine bear. He is hanging out with us today because, of course, Veterans Day and the Marine Corps birthday was this past week. So I figured what better teddy bear. You guys have also seen pictures of my giant teddy bear, Puffy, who I've had since I was about 10. But I think he might take up the entire desk. So Poe and I talked about it and decided to go ahead and just bring these two instead. I've been kind of teasing for a bit this week about some upcoming things going on. And first I wanted to say a big thank you to you guys for voting. I know I keep sharing it, and just so you know, I turn beet red. I blush like head to toe every time I share those modeling pictures. They're just, I mean, yes, those are me, but it was something that I won that I decided to do as a surprise, and then I still have them, so I'm using them for this photo shoot thing that I got nominated for. Again, to whoever nominated me, thank you for thinking I was the right candidate for it and pushing me to do something so outside my comfort zone. But I'm still going. I'm still in first place in my group. I know the competition's going to get more heated as time goes on, but you guys are keeping me there. You're keeping me in it, and that means everything. For those that don't know, not only am I competing for a dream photo shoot and some prize money, but I am also representing Rescue City, which is a New York City-based rescue organization. There were only so many we could pick from, but I actually do work with several organizations here in Las Vegas and Nevada. And then, of course, the national organization, which is the Purple Leash Project from Purina. They retrofit domestic violence shelters to be able to take animals. So if you can't tell, even by the fact that I'm surrounded by stuffed ones all the time, real animals also are very near and dear to my heart. So my 3 rescue terrorists walking around, my cats, they keep me company and love on me whenever they allow me to be a part of their lives. But animals are just everything, and that's why you'll see animals kind of sprinkled throughout my books as well. Speaking of books, Lust is moving along. I know I put up that I was doing that novel November, and then I never ever updated anything. I will update the word count soon. It is coming along. It'll be out in February. So I'm excited about that one. And then I have recently been reading 1,000 Natasha Preston books. If you're not familiar with her, she's kind of a young adult thriller. I am writing a book that was inspired by a Hanson song. Good morning, Elizabeth. It was inspired by a Hanson song. If you're familiar with Hanson, think Bop. That's not the song, I promise. But there was a song on that album called Yearbook that actually inspired a book that I am working on called Yearbook. And it doesn't follow the song exactly, but there was a lot of inspiration, and it is actually set in Lansing, Michigan, which is where I grew up and went to high school. So it is set back in my old high school. I'm excited to bring that one. Hopefully that one will also be out in the spring, although I have mentioned that I may be moving towards hybrid, and that is one of the books that the agent that I'm working with right now is interested in. So that'll be a fun journey going on. But the tease, other than potentially working with this agent, is along with the photo shoot, along with everything that's been going on, promoting my modeling, I guess we'll call it, is I have been noticed. I did it a couple years ago, the bike ride that I did. I got the opportunity to be a brand ambassador for an organization that is women's clothing, It's women's fitness clothing. It's called Just Strong. And while I believe in empowerment for all, this one is specifically for women, whether you're in perfect shape and doing CrossFit every day, or you have 50 extra pounds and you're just trying to get out there and make yourself a little bit healthier. So I want to show you this. This is the Just Strong symbol. You may have seen it on a couple of my pictures recently. This I've had for years. This is from when I was a brand ambassador with them back in 2022. Well, I am honored to say that because of the photo shoot competition and the fact that I am getting ready for this half marathon, again, something new for me, they have reached out and have asked me to be a brand ambassador again. So, fair warning, you're going to be getting a lot more pictures from training, but I'm looking for other people, especially other women like me, who are just trying to get in better shape. I mean, I'm in my 40s, guys. The fact that I'm trying this half marathon thing kind of makes me want to go curl up in bed and cry. I don't like running. I'm not a runner. Even when I do my running training, I always end up on the bike afterwards just because cycling is a little bit more me. I like to cycle and I like to swim. I don't know how I never ended up doing triathlons. Oh, yeah, I don't like running. But why not take on the new challenge? Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, it is cool. I'm very excited about being an ambassador for them. So reaching out, if you're looking to be getting in shape, if you're looking to be taking on a new challenge, I don't care if it's like the Couch to 5K program, or you got a new puppy and you're going to be out walking and you're not used to doing that. Send me those pictures, send me those stories. I want to be able to use the fact that I am an ambassador for this program to highlight not just my journey, but yours. I want to be able to share what everybody around me is doing as they grow. And that brings me to the other one. If you're familiar with the fact that obviously I have more than one pen name, under Renee Jean, which is the pen name that connects to Purina and a few other things, I do a positivity post every single day. Whether I've had the best day in the world or I have spent 20 hours curled up in bed crying. And yes, I have those days, although usually that also involves some chocolate ice cream. Regardless of what's going on in my life, I try to find something good, something positive. I'll have to wear the necklace next week. I have a necklace that is a thorned heart with a rose in it, and it reminds me every day that there is beauty and love all around us. We may not feel it right at the moment, we may not see it through the tears, but it's there. Even if it's just sharing, I'm struggling today, and seeing the love that pours in from your family and friends. And not everybody has that. I understand that. But understand this, that if you don't have that support group, I will be your support group. I've been very fortunate in that when I've had problems, I have had people in my life that are there. And so I want to be that support for other people. And those positivity posts that I've been doing all year, and I was kind of trying to figure out what to do next year, if I was going to continue it or not. Well, I'm excited to say that I will be continuing it, because on top of being a brand ambassador for Just Strong, I have also been asked to be a brand ambassador for another clothing company called Find the Good. And I've got a hoodie coming from them that'll be here a little bit later today. I wish I had it now so I could show that one off too, although I'll show you guys once it gets here. But I'm excited about that because they contribute a portion of their proceeds back to mental health, and that is something I'm a big, big advocate for. Removing the stigma, removing the concerns about, oh, people might see I'm in therapy, or I might, show that I'm not perfect. Guys, I spent years being afraid of everything. I'm not kidding when I say I would have a panic attack about going across the street to the grocery store to buy a gallon of milk. My ex-husband at the time couldn't possibly have cared less about brand, about fat content. He just wanted some milk to put on some cereal. That's it. And yet I would freak out. What if I got the wrong brand? What if he wanted 1% and I got whole milk, or he wanted whole milk and I bought skim? He didn't care. He really didn't care. It was in my head. And it was all based on all of that drama that I went through as a teenager. And I lived with that for a long, long, long time. And it wasn't until I actually started sharing my story, and you guys have been unbelievable about letting me do that. Yes, schizophrenia is another scary one, and I'm so proud of you for being out there, Elizabeth. It's really important to recognize mental health and mental health issues. Just so you know, Elizabeth, you are doing amazing. I had no idea, and bravo, thank you for sharing, because that's exactly what I'm looking for. I want people that can open up and can share, and I just saw that you're going to be at Book Blast, like you had mentioned before, and yes, I'm excited to see you too. Anybody that wants to share that journey, anybody that wants to get out there and say, I want to be a part of the solution. The world is crazy right now, guys, whether you're on conservative side or liberal side, or you're just trying to like live in general. It doesn't matter if it's political, if it's religious, if it's just work, stress, whatever. Life is crazy, and it is so much better when we do it together. It's so much better when we can be a team. And being asked to be a part of this, being asked to help support such a positive brand is everything. I'm so excited to be a part of that, and I'm so honored to have been asked. So you will see probably a ridiculous amount of posts with me wearing the gear, both from Just Strong when I'm training and from Find the Good, just in general. Of course, I'll have my other stuff. I'll have all my book stuff. And there is news coming on the book side as well. Not only is Lust coming, but my lovely little bird here, he has the stickers. I showed you guys the Sleepy Post stickers, and we have some other designs coming. For those that voted, the second place one was the travel post, so he will be next. And I'm just getting some to give away because I love them, which is him in his cute little Golden Knights jersey. Because while the team might be struggling, he just looks adorable, and I can't not give those out. But people have asked about other merchandise with him, and he is going to have some more things coming up. That is still in the works, so I can't quite share yet what it's going to be, but he does have more. I think he's going to end up having like half of my website by the time we get done with all of this. But the big highlights for today are Happy Teddy Bear Day. If you have one, go hug it. If you don't, go get one. They're like $10. I'm kidding. If you don't want a teddy bear, don't get a teddy bear. I mean, I walk around with a Raven all day. But I do have my teddy bears, and I love the comfort that they bring. And sometimes that is just what we need. Yes, Poe is very excited. He is becoming an even bigger star, I swear. But for teddy bears, the point is they represent comfort, and everybody deserves to have comfort and happiness and a team, a person to hug them. So I'm sending everybody a virtual hug this morning. I am very excited about these new adventures coming up. And again, please realize that this is because of you. You guys have been supportive of my book, supportive of the diamond art, supportive of Poe, of course. And the quick highlights, if you want to follow him, Poe the Raven 1809 is his Instagram. No, he is not getting his on Facebook. I don't care how many people ask. I'm sorry, I can't. I already manage both the Renee Jean and my Mackenzie Knights account. And both Mackenzie and Poe on Instagram, plus TikTok, plus YouTube. He doesn't get another account. I'm sorry. But people have been asking, so I'm going to start including the links on the newsletter, which will be coming out next Thursday on the 20th. And look for more information coming on his new merchandise. I will be putting up all of the new events coming for next year, and then once the new gear arrives, I'm sure I'll be showing it off. I'm pretty excited about that. But thank you guys for voting. I am going to keep sharing that, and please know that I'm turning beet red every single time, because while I'm honored, I'm also deeply embarrassed. It is so outside the comfort zone. And now that I've been talking about it, and I can actually feel my face starting to burn and starting to blush a little bit just thinking about the fact that those pictures are out there, I am going to go drink a lot more coffee, get back to work on Lust, because I know there are people that are waiting for that one. And next week I will be sharing a little bit more about the goals and things that are coming up, that kind of end of year push, plus all the stuff that's coming up at the beginning part of next year. So please send those pictures. Thank you, Elizabeth. She said I shouldn't be embarrassed because I look gorgeous. And see, just that right there, I feel the blush coming even more. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm super social, but when it comes to people actually looking at me, I was a dancer and I used to walk runways, but I was always kind of hidden in the clothes or in the group. So being front and center is still new, very new to me. So I'm working on it. I am, but your encouragement means everything. It's the reason that I keep trying all these crazy new things. But yes, I will have a bunch of cool stuff coming up next week. Like I said, the newsletter will be out, and I would love to try to build this community. So please consider sharing your journeys, whether it's search for positivity, whether it's what you deal with your own mental health. You don't have to be diagnosed with anything. I was diagnosed with a complex post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety. I deal with depression because of those things, and that's, used to be so hush hush, don't talk about it, but those are things that are part of me. They're part of who I am, and because of that, they're also part of my writing, and they're part of what motivates me. So please consider sharing your stories. I would love to build this community. Thank you to Find the Good and to Just Strong for allowing me to represent your brands. That means so much. And I will see you guys next week. Until then, have a great week and stay caffeinated.